Today we're going to be interviewing David Brooks, Audrey Lord, and Judy Brady. What impact do you believe that gender has on a student's academic performance?
Well, for males, it is most definitely a negative impact because of all the expectations held upon them. They want to rebel against the system as soon as it doesn't fit them, which is often the case.
And why do you believe that males have a disadvantage to females in school when they have the same, if not more, educational opportunity?
I believe this because behavioral standards set by schools discourages boys by making them believe that they are less than perfect. This is a problem because they are expected to be perfect in every sense, and the moment that they believe they are not, they give up.
What effect will this deterioration in male performance have on society as a whole?
Well, the requirements and standards in both of the workforces and schools will have to be lowered to get a decent amount of males.
Do you believe that this problem is occurring worldwide or just in the U.S.?
Well, I honestly believe this happens in all places with similar school systems and westernized cultural beliefs, or having the perfect man.
I understand that you have been through a lot as a lesbian woman of color. How do you think people go through their lives according to their gender, culture, and ethnicity?
It all depends on the individual. More often than not, people of color, especially women, are silenced over time. Many people don't stand up to the discrimination they experience, and that can impact individuals psychologically.
Are you afraid of seeking out opportunities for yourself due to society's perception regarding people of different genders and cultures?
Most definitely. Nothing I do without fear. But I don't let this get in my way. I mentioned this in my article to encourage others who are afraid to break past gender, racial, and cultural stereotypes.
As you have said, according to your article, you are afraid of many things but refuse to let it get in the way of taking action and using language to speak up. What would you tell those who still haven't found their voice?
This is obviously a very personal topic for me, as I have lived through allowing this fear to get the better of me. I would tell those whose language is still suppressed by fear to let it guide them into being passionate. Then they will be able to find their voice to fight for what they are passionate about, relating to their identity.
How do you feel the social paradigm has been changing concerning gender roles, especially in the household?
Obviously, nowadays, things are different. At the time I wrote my article, women were expected to be the typical housewife and take care of both the children and the man, almost as a slave of some sort. Today, the spouses work equally with each other, which is a very positive change.
How do you feel language is oppressed for females? And if gender expectations were different, would you believe that wives would be different as well?
Women are expected to be submissive, withholding conversations, especially when they're with men. They must always behave. If gender expectations were different, wives would most definitely be different. Without restrictions, women are liberated to do what they please when married. This has been shown today with more dynamic couples.